Hey guys, welcome to an episode.
Another episode. She's hungover today, so
I'm
she
really
can.
hungover, as you can see. I'm not.
No, you look amazing.
Oh, thank
when
you.
I'm hungover, I look like I'm dying.
I looked like I was dying earlier. Literally, I was like bags under my eyes. My skin was kind of oily. You know how it gets oily when you're hungover?
Yeah.
I was not feeling it.
Well, you got it together.
Nap time and showers.
Well, welcome to another episode of Brown Queens. We're so happy to have you back.
Yes, we are happy. Welcome.
Happy to be back on this gloomy LA day.
Very gloomy and kind of cold too.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's okay. We'll be fine.
Valentine's Day is coming.
Do you have a Valentine?
My mom. I don't know.
No, how about that guy you were supposed to go on a date with?
Okay, so it didn't go well. It's just like meh.
Man.
It sucks because, before you go on a date, you really are like, I hope. It would make my life so much easier if
only it
this
was that
just worked
easy.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it didn't. But I'm just going to keep it going. Now I'm just like, all right, I
you're
just
warmed
need to
up.
bite the bullet. Yeah.
You're warmed up now. Now you're out to go. You know, you're ready to go out in the wilderness.
Yeah.
You got your feet wet, and now you can see what else is out there.
Exactly. Now I'm just like ready to go.
Maybe you just need an older man. I love older men.
I know. That's what I was like. Maybe in my head, I was like, you know what? This is the universe telling me this is why you don't date younger men.
No younger men. I mean, I'm sure there's younger men that are like
Mature.
Some, a handful of them, but for the most part,
Yeah.
we're women. Grown-ass women, we need a man.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna trust the universe now. Let it guide me. If it comes, it comes. Maybe I'm supposed to get my life together first.
Yeah, maybe that's what you gotta love yourself, and he'll come. He'll come. Not that you don't love yourself, but you know what I mean.
No, I do. But maybe my life.
Your life a little bit. Yeah, it's okay. Easy. I mean, I didn't see my guy coming, so.
Yeah, exactly.
I was just trying to have a good time.
What are your Valentine's Day plans?
Well, it's like a freaking snow vortex and
Wait, that's kind of pretty. It's romantic.
Is, right?
Like a little snow.
It's like winter. I know. I mean, he hates it, but so it's like snowing. So he made a reservation at one of the fancy restaurants I sent him called Danielle.
Okay.
Yeah. So I looked it up and it looks really cute.
Aww.
Yeah. So we're gonna go there, and then I think we're just gonna stay in because it's like really snowed up. Yeah. So it's cute.
I love that.
Yeah. So we're just gonna do that, and then yeah.
I think Valentine's Day, honestly, I actually feel no pressure because I'm either going to spend it with somebody that's actually meaningful or I'm not going to
No.
It's what's the point? It's a celebration of love. So you can
Of
celebrate
love.
any type of love.
It's okay. You should have a Valentine's Day. Go out with your friends.
Yeah, I probably will.
Yeah, do something. Everything, the outside dining's open. Go have a dinner.
I'll enjoy my last single months, because it's coming.
It is coming. Well, whenever I was single on Valentine's Day, I would just be happy I saved some money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I tell you what I'm getting him?
No, what are you getting him?
Okay, so do you know those love books?
But we learned our lesson from going.
Oh yeah, I went from here to literally
okay.
Thoughtful. That's it.
Okay.
No, that's it. Nothing more than thoughtful.
I think thoughtful is the best though.
Yeah, I learned my lesson. I think
Okay,
I was just super excited because I finally had somebody during Christmas time.
I get it.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna make him so happy, and then afterwards I was like, burr, burr, burr.
Yeah.
So yeah, I even told him, I'm like, it's downhill from here. No, I made him. Have you seen those love books?
No.
So I'll send it to you. It's you create two characters that kind of look similar to you and the person, and you create a story with you guys. Yeah, and you can it helps. It guides you. It'll be like, is this for Valentine's Day? Is this for this?
Yeah.
And it kind of guides you with pictures, and you just put them around and you write your own stuff. So I made him a 45-page cutesy picture of us. Yeah, so I dressed the girl as the first outfit I wore when I saw him. Just blue jeans and this crop top. And then his is in boxers and wife beater because that's all he wears when he's at home.
Aww.
Yeah, so then I made it like that. So I think he's going to get really emotional.
That's so cute. You have to send it to me because I want to see what it looks like.
Yeah, I will. I didn't save it online, but when I'm with him in person, I'll do the little pages thing and send it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think he might get emotional.
Aww.
Yeah, and in the end it says, whenever you're mad at me, just read this book and see how much I care about you.
Cute.
Yeah, so it was kind of a security deposit for when I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I'm getting.
I wonder what he's gonna get you. I hope it's jewelry.
Yeah, I hope it's something upgraded now that he saw. I think he's gonna do more for me, and this time I did the flip, but I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm excited. I mean, I'm excited, but I'm so used to not having a Valentine every year, so it's different. It's nice.
It's cute.
Yeah.
I'm like so happy for you.
Yeah, thank you. I'm happy too. I'll send you snaps.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll see the restaurant and I'll be like, wow, nice.
Yeah, I'll snap that. That's all. When I'm with him, that's all I do is go eat.
Yeah, but the arm has slowly worked its way in.
Yeah.
I love that. Like how they do the knees where
Yeah.
it's like, oh, it's her, and then an arm of a guy.
Yeah, the arm and the watch. Have to
Yeah.
get a little bit of it. Get the
Listen, that's how it's gonna be for me too. Like I'm
Yeah.
gonna work my way up to an arm.
Yeah, an arm. It's like, yes, I'm with somebody, but you don't need to know who.
Yes.
Yes.
You can see the arm.
Yeah, it's a man. But guys still try, even if they see a man that you're with a man.
They do.
Yeah,
they don't care.
They don't care. They'll still send me hard eyes. Say, hey, how you been? You look so
Dude,
good.
when somebody's hitting on me, they're never like, have you noticed when guys hit on girls, they're never like, oh, are you single? Are you in a relationship? They just go straight to hitting on you.
They don't care.
Yeah, they don't
They
care.
think like, even if I think maybe marriage might stop them.
Yeah, if they see a ring.
Yeah, babies, maybe being pregnant might stop them.
Maybe.
Maybe, possibly. He might be like, hit me up later. But boyfriend does not stop. No.
Wait, so did you watch the Super Bowl?
I did. It was
Boring
as hell.
It was
I'm
boring,
so
I
glad I
agree.
didn't go to no Super Bowl parties because that Super Bowl sucked.
Yeah.
And the halftime performance, before everyone comes for me, I'm proud of the weekend in Canada. I'm glad they got their moment. But it was boring to me.
Okay, here's the thing. So this is my on the record opinion.
Yes.
It wasn't the most interesting Super Bowl performance. Was it like J-Lo and Shakira? No. Was
Beyonce.
it Beyonce? No.
Mm-hmm.
But there is no way The Weeknd could have made that better. Like, that's The Weeknd. Like, he sings R&B. Like, what is he gonna do? Have fucking like he made it the best he could. So it's like when they...
That's true, because his concerts were kind of like that too. There would just be a stand and he'd be
That's what
singing.
made me think like, well, when they got The Weeknd for the halftime show, they knew that this was the most that was going to happen. So maybe it's like for Super Bowl halftime shows, you should get lively artists.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, like that's why, the people that did do good are people that are meant to perform and dance and things like that.
They dance, they have choreography, they have the Weeknd's R&B. Like he's not going to be, he did the best he could. Like I think he did great for what he was, but it's like how interesting can The Weeknd be?
Unless they asked a lot of people and everyone said no.
I know.
Because you know what? Cause this actually makes me think about, the inauguration.
Yeah.
Why the fuck did they have J-Lo sing the national anthem?
I know, isn't that weird?
That was fucking weird. J-Lo?
Yeah,
She
that's
stole
what I
all
said.
her songs. I mean, I love J-Lo, don't get me wrong.
I
but like,
love J-Lo.
I love her, but she's not
She's
a
the
singer.
best live singer, yeah.
Yeah, she's not a singer. She's a great performer, but like, she should have not been like at the inauguration.
Yeah.
She's not gonna dance.
Yeah. I mean, maybe people said no because, like, a lot of people don't support the NFL right now.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But maybe they thought they were doing something like, oh, let's get, like, the
Canadian
cool crowd.
cool crowd, yeah.
And
No.
it just didn't work. It's like, for the Super Bowl, you have to get really animated, lively people, I think.
Yeah, I think if Chris Brown didn't have the reputation that he did, I think he'd kill something like that because he's a performer.
Because he's a performer, yeah.
Singer. He runs around. He's like doing flips and stuff. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Or like somebody, I don't know, any Usher maybe, like something like that. But I don't think anyone would have said yes.
Yeah.
Rihanna is making too much money right now. Shout out to Rihanna again.
Rihanna would say no to the NFL, but she would do phenomenal at a halftime show.
She would do so good. Yeah. So good. Or speaking, maybe Britney Spears. We should talk about that.
Oh, the free Britney. Okay, so Joty and me, we know everyone in the world has seen it. We're going to watch it tonight.
We haven't seen it. I didn't even know about it.
Watch it tonight.
I loved Britney Spears growing up. I was a Britney girl.
Everyone is talking about this doc right now.
And I love documentaries. I will not let you down with this. I'm actually going to watch it tonight.
Yeah. Okay, watch it.
I love docs.
Watch it tonight too.
So did she approve of this documentary?
I don't know. We need a research. I don't know. But it's apparently like about like how like the media really like led to her demise and like she was taken advantage of in so many situations. And we all know the conspiracy theories about
her dad
and like all that stuff. So it's about all of that. And apparently it's mind-blowing.
Really? I mean, I did see a meme where Perez Hilton had said that Britney says she forgives Justin Timberlake for like the mean things he had said about her, and he made a song about her. And I was just
Cry
like,
Me a River was deserved though. She cheated on him.
yeah, see,
I was like, girl.
she did, but I don't. But then that got my interest. I was like, what else does she has to say? Did she cheat? Who she cheat with? You know?
No.
Yeah, but we're gonna watch it tonight and have our full report on it.
We are. Speaking of docs, okay, there's 2 other docs that I did see that were phenomenal. There's this one on Hulu called like Derek Delgadio's In and of Itself.
Sorry, I have Bigfoot living upstairs. I don't know what the fuck he's doing up there.
And it's like super, like, it's like a comedy. So he basically is a comic or magician. Sorry, he's a magician, and he did the same show like 500 and whatever times.
I think I've seen a preview.
It was so good, and it's about like finding your purpose and all that stuff, and it was just like, it was really good. Like, you'll cry. Like, it's about, and, like, at the beginning of each show, like, people have to pick a card like about how they define themselves. It's like a whole thing. But everybody should watch that, and the Headspace doc on meditation.
On meditation? Am I gonna be bored?
Also phenomenal. No, you won't be bored. Because you'll be like, wow, I need to meditate because these analogies, like, this will help me with anxiety or help my life.
I think my man needs to meditate.
I think everybody should. If there's anything we learned from the therapy episode, everyone should go to therapy and meditate.
Everyone. I actually felt like telling my friend, I hope she doesn't listen to this. Well, she won't know it's her. Like, she was acting up when I was with her, or like just doing like all these like,
and you're like, breathe. Meditate.
Yeah. And in my head, I wanted to go up to her and be like, babe, I think you need therapy. But how do you say that like without sounding mean?
Okay, so I try and say it to all my low key. Some of my friends really need therapy.
Yes.
But I try and be like, you know, you should go to therapy. We all need therapy.
Yeah, we all of us.
We all do. So that's how I try.
All of us.
That's how I try and slip it in. Like, we all need therapy. Go to therapy. Let's all go to therapy.
Yeah,
Let's
all
go
of us. Brown problems.
Yes.
You know, family problems.
And if all men went to therapy, how much easier would our lives be?
Oh gosh, seriously, my hyper masculine man needs to go to therapy. Right? Yeah,
men need to go to therapy.
They do, because it's like sometimes it's okay to not be like a man one day. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's okay. Cry. Come on.
Yeah, like you know, just figure out your feelings. Let it out. Analyze it. Get to the root of it.
Yeah, but he's always so like caught up about taking care of people and this and that, and then, you know, like, don't think about me, think about it. And he doesn't do it for sympathy. He really is that way. And sometimes I'm like, you need to go to therapy. And he tried, and he said that he was just like, why should I open up to this lady?
Because they're trying to help you.
Yeah, that's what he said. He's like, I already have a hard time talking to someone like that's a friend. He's like, it
takes time. It's like building a relationship or a friendship.
You just go and you just stare at each other.
And they'll like guide you. They'll ask you a few questions. Then each time you'll open more and more up. How do we force people into therapy?
I know. I really think.
How can we force
maybe
people?
We should just go and then be like, this is great.
Yeah.
You know, maybe we need
We said we were going to go.
Yeah. You know what? Okay, after this, we should book a session.
Oh, I'm down.
Is there an app for it?
There is.
Because I'd rather do it on an app because I'm always, on the go, and I feel like maybe I can do it that way.
Yeah, well, all therapy now is like Zoom now, too. Because of, like, COVID, they started doing, like, Zoom therapy. I did, like, 2 Zoom therapy sessions.
Does that work? I feel like I'm on FaceTime.
No, because it's like you're still in front of the therapist, and then they, like, talk to you.
I'll try it.
Try it.
I think I have a lot of childhood trauma that comes into play.
We all do.
Yeah, my man called it out. Because I throw tantrums. Like when I'm like, I can't.
That's for sure childhood trauma.
Yeah.
Because they say, well, that's everybody. So they say the way that you react to situations as an adult is how you reacted as a child. So like if as a child, like when you were like my brother, like whenever he's in a like tough situation, he'll just like shut down. Like he'll go into his room and close the door. And so that's like how he handles things as an adult.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of men are like that.
Yeah.
Or they'll punch a wall, you know?
That my brother also does that.
Yeah, same. Too. So it's like the way you handle situations as a kid, like they basically can't deal with their emotions. So they either punch something or shut down. So it's like that's the way they handle it as an adult. And same with us. Like if like I was always a fixer, right? Like I needed to like fix things right away.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's how I am now. Like I can't let things go. So
I'm always used to putting like, I don't want to talk about it, whatever, dealing with it.
Yeah.
But then when like someone keeps coming at me and I'm like,
blow up.
Or when I'm trying to solve something and someone doesn't understand me, I blow up. So And then now when I'm like trying to have a normal life, I'm actually in a real relationship now where somebody wants to talk about my feelings and I'm like, I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, me and my friend were just talking about this because literally yesterday she was like, I think I need to start going to therapy because she's like made a lot of progress in her life, but she just recently started like a new relationship.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
that's when you realize.
Yes. And I'm like, well, relationships bring out a lot in you. So like when you're in them is like, it takes like you really have to work on yourself.
Because now you're basically like, your lives are almost one in a sense.
Yeah.
But not really.
And it just brings up, you're vulnerable. And
very
like
vulnerable,
your emotions and all that. So it just brings up a lot of stuff.
No, he made me realize I have issues.
But also watch the Headspace doc.
Headspace? Okay. Headspace, Brittany doc, and the one about the magician.
Yeah, we got a lot of docs. A lot of docs to watch.
I love docs, so that makes me happy. A show, sometimes I get like sidetracked, you know?
I love TV shows too.
Yeah, it depends. If I don't get my interest in the beginning, I'll be like on my phone, on my laptop. Yeah. The docs, those get it because it's real. Yeah, you know what I mean? Because it's real. I'm ridiculous. What was this? What else were we going to talk about?
Did you see the thing about Chloe and Haley?
Haley. Haley, yes. The busted challenge.
Yeah, thing, so we always talk about how like men are super hard on women. And she was like crying on video because everybody was like giving her such shit for, I guess, like being sexy. And it's like, oh my God. She just did a challenge. She like posted a few dancing videos, like relax.
That's like over the weekend when I posted my bikini pictures.
Yes, which by the way, her body, phenomenal. You deserve to show that off.
Oh, thank you. I needed to work more on it, but it's doing great. Okay. Thank you. I'm like in a Barbie theme. I look cute. Yeah. I have a blonde wig. I'm gonna post it. And I got a message from like a few men that were like, and you want people to respect you? Like, I'm at a fucking pool party and a Barbie party with girls. All girls.
Why should I feel like I can't share this?
Yeah.
Like, what's your deal?
Exactly. And then it was like, oh, you look like a porn star. Are you a porn star? You might as well be a porn star posting these pictures. Like, what am I doing? Like, putting my finger in my vagina? Like, I'm literally just like in a bikini.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, it's so sad. It's not something that should be surprising, but it's like, you guys are so annoying. Like, you can't live your life. It's 2021. Like, women wear bikinis. Brown women wear bikinis. Okay? We wear crop tops.
Get over it. And it's not a sexualized thing. First of all, when men do that, it's like you're sexualizing our bodies. Mm-hmm. Our bodies are not sexual to us.
Yeah,
we're just like dressing cute, dressing hot, whatever.
Yeah,
like, it's not like a sexual thing. Like, we're not like asking for something or whatever. Exactly. It's like men that sexualize it. So exactly. We just need to
chill out. Stop being a hornball. Go watch some porn. Let it out. Leave me alone. Like, I'm so over it. 2021. Just calm the fuck down.
Calm down.
Jeez. Yeah. And it just pisses me off. And then I had some other sexy pictures that I didn't post because I was like, I was over it.
Aww. Yeah. See, I hate when they when it gets to you.
Yeah.
You're actually like, oh, I'm not going to post this anymore because you guys have ruined it for me.
Yeah, you ruined it. I was going to give you some more content. I had some great content up my sleeve, but bye.
Bye.
Yeah, no thanks. We're over that.
We're over it.
Are you gonna go on another date? What apps are you on? People, you can find her on Hinge.
No, do not advertise that. I am, but I'm like chilling.
I like Hinge.
I'm gonna go with it and see what happens.
No, you should go. I think you should. And now that everything's open, you know what I mean. You can go out,
get some nice dinners.
Get some dinners and learn. Like, it's like kind of like learning how to walk again. You're like, okay, let me see, get more comfortable and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, I definitely think you should go on a date. But
we're so excited. We have a guest for you guys today.
Oh yes, my friend Vishal Narayan. He is the founder of Good Karma LA,
and he's going to tell you a little bit more about it. We're just super excited to be able to bring light to this nonprofit that is doing amazing work in the community we live in.
Yes, especially during these hard times and this crazy weather, climate change stuff that's going on. And yeah, we definitely want you guys to help if you can, and we're definitely going to help. Yeah. So tune in now to Vishal from Good Karma LA.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Thanks for having me here.
Of course. Thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for, coming on the show and everything. I definitely wanted to highlight what you were doing because you're doing really good in the community right now during these crazy times.
and I think
Yeah,
it's
more
vital.
needed than ever.
Ever.
Thanks, guys. Honestly, I just feel like I'm just doing my part,
Aw. So tell us a little bit about your organization, just so people who don't know.
Okay, so we're called the Good Karma Los Angeles org. We started officially, we got our status August of 2020, but we started passing out meals during the pandemic. There was a need. There was a time in LA, if you guys remember last year, when nobody was driving, nobody was on the streets, everyone was scared to leave their houses. We were out there. We were out there in the streets, and actually, the unhoused was. We don't call them homeless within the Good Karma organization. We call them unhoused. So the unhoused was actually they're surprised to see us because no one was out there, and it was 112 degrees. People were dehydrated. They were hungry, and we've been out there for 29 weeks now. 11,300 meals passed out to this date.
That's amazing.
That's great.
I've actually, and so the homeless issue or the unhoused issue, sorry, my bad, in LA has gotten super, super bad, especially during the pandemic. It's very noticeable if you're in LA in the streets. What have you seen out there during the pandemic?
Okay, so like I'm gonna talk about like the pandemic, and I'm also gonna talk about the weather, okay? Because going back to like earlier, so last year, summer of last year when it was 112 degrees.
Yeah, it was really hot.
It was so bad, guys. We were coming across bodies, and I don't know what the city's gonna do to help that situation, because if it gets that hot or cold like how I was recently and rainy, it's getting worse. And there's a lot more unhoused people in Skid Row now as there was, I'd say, a year ago. You're starting to see a lot more people out there, and it looks like they look like regular folk like us. Like, you don't want to, when people come and ask us for a meal, actually we always offer out a meal. We don't judge nobody. It doesn't matter who it is.
Yeah.
If you're hungry, we got a meal for you, and it's bomb food. I mean, we're serving like last week we served 300 pesto pastas, and the pesto pasta was made in-house.
Wow.
That's what I was going to ask you. Where, like, the food, do you guys all prepare it? Do people donate, or is it a mixture?
Yeah, so we're not making the meals currently ourselves because our kitchen right now is not operable. We're still funding to build a new one. So we're outsourcing, and we're getting it made at a vegetarian kitchen. And this kitchen is like a COVID kitchen. It's an outdoor kitchen, and there's one person per station. So like a big old stove, and there's one person there. There's like tape marks on the ground, and there's a next device, and so on, like kitchen components. It's a super COVID friendly kitchen, and it's actually a pandemic relief center at times as well.
Oh, amazing.
Oh, nice.
And if restaurants and people want to donate food, can they? Or yeah?
They could donate funds, but we're really picky about the type of food that we're going to pass out. We want to know where it's coming from, how it's made. And for example, like when we're serving pastas, we're serving those zucchini pastas.
Oh, so it's healthy.
Healthy. So we really want to like control like who's making our food and what's in there. So and especially like me, like being a fireman, I'm super picky, yo. Like I taste test everything before we put it out. So if there's like too much salt or it's too spicy, I'm like, yo, we can't be giving this out. Yo, like they're not gonna be able to handle this,
Yeah.
Like, I know I can't, but I eat chili, straight out the way it comes. But I know a lot of people can't do that.
Yeah, we can take the spice for sure.
So did you see the article or the news story released, I think like just last week, about the little housing things that they're making? What is it called?
Yeah, interesting. So I live a couple of miles away from there, and my buddies, they work at a fire department just down the street from there. I've been there. I was there on opening day. Good Karma was able to do a tour of the facility. It is pretty cool. So like going through the whole facility, it looks like a small park community. So you have tiny homes. Inside these tiny homes, you have a bed, a microwave, a coffee machine, a little necessities that you're gonna need. It's really cool. I would stay there. I think it's tight enough.
And where do they use the restroom or like take a shower?
Oh, so there's a restroom there. There's a small kitchen there. There's a laundry. There's a small dog park. It's really cool. And supposedly, like the city's gonna keep making this all over Los Angeles.
They should do that.
I mean, honestly, that they need to do something about the unhoused population here to help them because it's getting worse and worse, and we're not doing enough.
Not
So
It is.
amazing.
It is. Like it's interesting. Like, so when I go out on Wednesdays to pass out meals, so we pass out meals every Wednesday at 12 o'clock. And even if I'm by myself, because there's a lot of times like during the pandemic, I have been by myself. Like people are scared to come out because of the pandemic. I totally get it. You know, not everybody's vaccinated like your boy, but rightfully so. Like I can still get it. You know, but people are scared to come out. But I've been passing out meals in 300 meals in 1 hour by myself.
Wow.
So there's definitely a need. We need to be out there every single week doing what we do.
Sophie and me are gonna come help you like next week.
Come through any Wednesday. Come through.
Wednesday. So yeah, because it used to be Sundays. I remember now it's Wednesdays.
Yeah, because we were doing some market research and we're like, you know what? There's a lot of nonprofits are coming out now and they're coming out on the weekends, but nobody's coming out during the week. So I switched the days up. I'm like, yo, there's way more of a need to come out in the weekdays.
So what made you want to start a nonprofit? Like what led you to that whole process?
I actually didn't want to start a nonprofit. So check it out, guys. So I had some extra money that came in my hand and I gave it to my dad and I was like, hey dad, go ahead and donate it to your church. And dad took the money, gave it back to me in 2 weeks. And he's like, look, son, he's like, I try to give this money to this organization, but there's a lot of old minds there. He's like, they're going to take the money and they're going to donate it into their bank account and they're not going to do anything with it. He's like, son, if you want to do something and make a change, he's like, do it yourself. So he gives me the check back. And I'm like, oh, all right. Like, what do we do now? So yeah. So I'm like, all right, dad, we're going to buy a food truck. We started looking and all we really wanted to do, like dad and I, there's a lot of people in dad's neighborhood. Like dad lives in Granada Hills and all the freeway overpasses. We just wanted to go at nighttime, like cook food and go pass it out to them. But when we bought, I bought the food truck and then the city came at me. They're like, hey, well, you need to register that food truck as a food truck. And then, and I'm a fireman. I don't know business too well. Like, I know little bits of it, but I didn't know how to do all that. So it was like a trial and error. And then I had to, and then I had to and then on top of that, we had to register the nonprofit and that's super hard as well. It's a lengthy process. I'm like, when we submitted the application to actually, until we heard back, it was 6 months down the road.
Wow.
That's amazing though. And look at you now.
Yeah, our truck is up and running, thank God. I didn't know, but we bought a lemon because the body of it is beautiful. I mean, there's no like dings or dents, but the engine ended up going out. So we had to fundraise and get that fixed. We had a transmission repair. We put brand new tires in, side view mirrors, new electrical. I took the old kitchen out that was in there. I don't know what the folks were cooking in there before us, but it was
a mess.
It wasn't right. Yeah. I'm like, yo, I can't be cooking up in here. I wouldn't got cooked nothing up in there. So I took everything and I threw it away. And so it's like the back of it now is just like a bare truck, and I put up some Costco racks and some Costco bins. And so when I pick up the meals from our vegetarian kitchen every Wednesday, we just load them up in bins, lock them up tight, those food bins, and we take it out to Skid Row.
That's awesome. See, a lot of people, when there's humps in the road like that, they would give up because it's not for everybody. You know what I mean? So
super expensive. I did not know.
Do you feel
I mean, the truck itself, and then I just didn't expect the engine to go out like that.
Yeah.
But now we have like a brand new engine. Yeah. Well, we got this like really, really beautiful engine in there now. And I'm glad we put a new engine in there, a new transmission, because now we can go into Mexico. We can go and serve the unhoused over there.
Yeah, help people.
And that is a plan for the near future.
That's awesome. Like a road helping. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah. If once we get our kitchen built, we can go up into Mexico and then cook food right there on the spot. I don't have to take stuff with us. Because our US dollar is more out there, I can just buy all the groceries there and cook it on the spot and feed as many people as we can.
That's
I know with my work, I get this 2-week vacation every single year. So I definitely plan on doing something like that when I get the chance.
So you're already a firefighter. So I'm sure you already feel a sense of you're doing good. But do you think that this nonprofit on top of that has given you a sense of purpose?
From when I was a little boy, I always knew I wanted to be a fireman. I wanted to help people because that's how my dad raised me. But I didn't think that it'd be anything more stronger in my life that pulled me into doing good. But because as a fireman, I can help 3 to 5 patients a day. But as a nonprofit, like we're feeding 300 people a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
You know, and I didn't know I didn't think I'd ever say this because I've always been that gung ho like fireman, like I'm gonna be a fireman for life, you know.
Yeah.
And I will. Like I only work, you know, like I only have to do 3 shifts per week right now, and I will do this for life. I'll still do both things for life, but we're doing a lot of good with Good Karma, and you know, gravity's pulling me that way.
The name, I know you told me the story about how you came up with the name, but like Neha doesn't know, and the other people that are listening don't know. How did you come up with the Good Karma?
Man, there's so many stories. Which one?
You told me the dad one, the every day you have to do the Good Karma.
Oh yeah, truthfully so. Okay, so check it out. So when I was a little boy, dad would ask me, and I'm like 3, 4, 5 years old. Dad would ask me every single day, Vishal, have you done a Good Karma today? I'm like, Dad, no, I'm playing with my toys. Like, what are you talking about? Like, give me back my GI Joes, you know? He's like, son, you got to do one good thing for someone else every single day. He's like, do you remember doing anything? And for a long time, like I didn't grasp the concept until I started seeing him do it. I would go to work with him, and you know, he owned a trucking company, like a big rig company, and Dad would prepare meals for us. And I thought it was super cool going in this big old truck with Dad, you know?
Yeah.
So I'd love to go to work with my dad. It was just father-son bonding time. And he would ask me, he'd be like, son, do you know, I made you this meal. Are you hungry right now? I'm like, no, I'm okay. He's like, do you mind if I give your meal away and to someone that needs it more, like that guy, and then I'll buy you something later? I'm like, yeah, 100%. And so he would show me from a really young age, like how to help people. And the word Good Karma just been resonating throughout my family my whole entire life.
Oh, we need to get your dad on this
I
podcast.
know,
Oh, Dad, and he can talk. Like if you give him a mic, he won't stop talking. He does better than I do.
I love it. Next time maybe we'll have Pops on. That's amazing.
People love Ace. Like he has a household name.
Yeah, no, Ace is dope. I met his dad. He's cool.
Aww.
He's like the OG in the back, just foreseeing everything, you know?
Yeah, he's driving it. You know, I had to break his heart recently. Like he wanted to like when the pandemic got really bad after Thanksgiving, I had to tell Dad, like, hey, you can't come out with me anymore.
Yeah.
And he was super sad. And I was like, Dad, I'm like, our team doesn't think you should come out. I don't think you should come out. I'm like, you know, this is not the right time. And so he's finally like now absorbing that, you know. But he's gotten his first vaccination. And I think, well, after he gets a second one, maybe he can go back to driving for us and just kind of like stay in the truck while we're serving meals. We'll see, you know.
That's awesome. Well, if someone wants to help and be a part of Good Karma, where can they find you and how can they hit you up?
So find us on Instagram. We're really responsive. Send us a DM or you can write any type of comment. We do have a website. It's thegoodkarmala.org. And thegoodkarmala.org/volunteer there's a sign up form on there. You'll go through all the questions, you know, have you been all the COVID questions, and then, you know, you can choose a date from there.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You're so official. I love it. That's amazing.
Hopefully we'll be out there next week. So if anybody wants to volunteer with us.
Yes.
Yeah, come on out, guys. Like you're gonna have a good time. It's so fulfilling. Like we're serving 300 meals and we're getting 300 God bless yous every single day.
And I always say giving back is like a win-win situation because it really does make you feel good too. It's like
it does.
You can win. You're helping people and you just leave feeling so good about yourself.
100%. We got some plans for the future right now, and we are currently funding to build a serving window. It's going to be pretty awesome to put the serving window in. So on the passenger side of the truck, we want to like cut and put like a plexiglass window there. So now we won't have to like have contact with folks when we're passing out meals.
Oh yeah.
We can just pull up on them, you know?
Yeah.
So we're going to start funding for that right now. And then we're also doing a kitchen build out, which is going to cost us $60K. So that's going to take us a couple of years to fund, but we'll get there.
Maybe we could do an event with you and like host.
I'd love that. I'd love that.
Times.
Yeah, that would be dope.
You guys, and then shout outs to all the community-based organizations. Like when they want to come out, all the Latin clubs, Indian clubs, anybody that wants to come out and partner up with us, come out on Wednesdays. I could give them school credit. So if they need any type of official documents, like we are an official nonprofit. So hit us up. Like tomorrow we have someone from USC coming out. They're doing a school project, so they're going to video everything. And then next week we have Cal State LA coming out, and they're doing a school project on us. So come on through. I encourage everyone to tap in and and utilize us serving the unhoused in Los Angeles.
Awesome.
That's sweet. Amen to that. Well, thank you so much for
Yes.
everything that you guys are doing. And
Thank you for talking to us.
yeah.